Hi everybody, welcome back. It's been quite a while since I've had the opportunity to actually sit and make a new video, so I am really happy to be back. Unfortunately, we've had some personal issues that have come up. My mother's been ill, so I have been very busy, and I've had very little time to color, much less sit down and make videos. So we're going to try to make up for that a little bit today. Thank you very much for watching and being here. Today, kind of the goal is we're going to take a look at Crayola crayons, and we're going to compare them to a couple other brands of colored pencils that I have here. A big thing in my videos recently, because I started with Crayola. That's how I got started into adult coloring. I went and bought the biggest box I could find, which was the 100, and I bought a couple of Rose Art coloring books, or I think they were Crazy Art, from Walmart, and I brought them home, and I was absolutely hooked. Well, I started watching YouTube videos, and I was seeing all of these colorists make these beautiful things, and so I started copying their techniques, and I got better and better and better, and then I realized that I couldn't get some of the same effects that they were getting. And so I thought for the longest time that I was doing something wrong, and that I had reached the point where I could not learn anymore, and all hope was lost. Well, and then I bought my first set of Prismacolors, and that all changed. And then I was able to do more with my pencils than I could do before. So I feel like when I talk about upgrading from Crayolas, that people take it personally, that I'm knocking their pencil brand because people say, well, Crayola is what I can afford. Well, there's nothing wrong with Crayola. Well, I like my Crayola, so I don't know why you don't like them. It's not that I don't like them. There's nothing wrong with them. I have nothing against them. If you want to color with Crayola colored pencils, color with them. You can do amazing things with them. Personally, for me, I feel limited when I'm using only Crayolas. Now, I'll still reach for some every once in a while when I need to get in a really tight spot, because these are fantastic for that, because they don't, like, the tips don't melt away when you color with them. But otherwise, I prefer different brands. So the thing is, this is a matter of opinion. Anything I say, if I say, if you feel like you're limited in your coloring skills, and you're not getting any better, maybe it's your tools. I mean, I stand by that. I don't mean to knock anybody who prefers Crayola to other brands. That's not my goal. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show a little bit of work that I did using Crayola color pencils, and I actually gave my other set to my mom so she would have something to do. So I had to go today and get a small pack of 24. And I have some Stettler Norris color that I received from Scrawler Box, which, if you haven't heard of Scrawler Box, it's really cool. It's a company out of the UK that'll send you between 5 and 7 high-end art supplies every month for, I think it's £20, which is like $25 US, and that includes shipping. And then, of course, I'm also got out my Faber-Castell to do this comparison with. So I'm going to talk about these books with you guys here in just a little bit, too. If you've never seen these are really neat. So basically what I did was I took this little book that I have, and I found this little flower, and I colored one of these petals with each one of these brands of pencils. And I'm going to try to get it to where you can see pretty well what's happening here. Alright, so this one over here was done with the Crayola colored pencils. And if you really look at it, it's actually pretty nice. The colors are all nice and smooth. I did just reds and pinks for each brand. So I have my Polychromos red and pink, I have my Crayola red and pink, and then I have this, I think that somebody actually told me they say it's Stettler. So if I'm mispronouncing that, please let me know in the comments. If it's actually Stettler, I think is how they told me to say it. I'm probably saying it wrong. So I used because I had these colors in all 3 brands, so I went with these. So this one's the Crayola. It's nice and smooth, and the red laid on top of the pink very nicely, and it blended out nicely in the center. This one is just the Stettler, and the pink went down nicely at first. Well, and then I went to put the red on, and I don't know if you can tell, but there's I couldn't get any red in there. And the layer of pink that I put down first was extremely light, and I still couldn't get any red to go over it. So I was completely unimpressed with those. And then this one was done with the Faber-Castell, and then as you can see, the pink is nice and rich, the red is nice and bright. the way I did this was I went over each petal with its respective pencil brand with a very light layer of pink. Then I went back and added a light layer of red to each one. And then I went back over the entire thing with the pink. And then I went back and darkened the ends down here with the red for each brand. So if you're looking at these, and there's a reason why I picked these 3 particular brands of pencils. The Faber-Castell is going to be the highest end, and it's also the most expensive. And yes, I understand that not everybody has the money to go out and buy a set of polychromals. I don't either. I splurged and bought myself a set of 12 on Amazon a while back simply because I wanted to experience them and see what they were like. So I bought the set of 12, and then I took my trip to Blick a couple months ago, and I picked up a handful more, and I've since ordered a handful more from Blick online. So I probably have, I don't know, maybe 24 or so polychromos. I really do. I like them. And you can see why. They color beautifully. This is the same amount of pressure, the same amount of layers as these other 2, and this one just looks a whole lot better. The Staedtler is, if you're going to try to layer these, I think it's going to be pointless, to be honest. If you're going to color something a solid color, that works out good. That works out just fine. But if you're going to try to put one color on top of another for layering and to get those 2 colors to blend, I can barely even tell that there's red there. And trust me, I pushed on it pretty hard, and I've tried to put several layers, and it just wasn't going to take it. Then the Crayola is lighter than the Faber-Castell. But the blend is there. You can see it. You can see it really, really nicely. And the red's not as bright as the Faber-Castell red, but the red's definitely there. So what we have is we have this really high-end pencil over here, and you can see the difference. Then we have this really, and I'm sorry, Staedtler, but these Norris Club pencils are about the lowest end pencils I've ever used. Those are in the middle. And then the Crayolas are, I would consider them a mid-grade pencil. I wouldn't consider a Crayola a low-grade pencil at all. So, I mean, I just wanted to prove this because I feel like people are getting upset with me over the whole Crayola debacle. And I'm like, you know, Crayolas are not a bad pencil. I'm not trying to tell you that Crayolas are horrible and you should throw them in the burn pile and, you know, sing Kumbaya with marshmallows. I'm saying that for me, I feel limited when I only have Crayola pencils in my arsenal. So that was the entire purpose of, when I say that, that's what I mean. If you want to use Crayolas, then by all means use Crayolas. There is absolutely nothing wrong with them, and I'm not going to tell you that you're a bad person for using them. So I'm glad that I got to clarify that today. So, I mean, basically that was what I wanted to cover. I just wanted to show you guys the difference and put a Crayola pencil up against a really, really good pencil and then up against a really not so good pencil so that you can see that we are on the same page. Crayolas aren't that bad. As a matter of fact, they're pretty good. And I can show you if I don't spill things here. This is my portfolio that has things in it that I've done over. Some of these aren't quite finished yet, so let me find it, if I can find it. It's got to be in here somewhere. I wasn't prepared. I was not prepared. Where is it? Did I take it out? Maybe I did take it out. Well, darn. Let's look. Let's look in the trusty binder. There it is. I did this with Crayolas, and it's gonna, I'm sorry for the glare because it's got a plastic sheet over it, but yeah, I did this with Crayola pencils. See how pretty that is? See how nice and rich and deep the colors are? Now, it took me a while. I spent forever coloring this page. I mean, I think it took me probably a better part of a week. But this was one of the first full pictures that I did when I first started coloring, and this was when I only had Crayolas available to me. And this was what I managed to do with it. And I kept it. And it's been in this binder ever since, and it will probably stay in this binder because even now I'm still incredibly proud of this picture. I love it. This one I believe was done with Marco Renoir's. I don't think I have any other Crayola ones in here. I believe this one was Crayola, if you want to see how bright you can make them. I'm pretty certain this one was Crayola too. And this was just lots and lots of patience. I didn't use any Gamsol. I didn't use any Vaseline. I didn't use anything. This is all just pencil and hours and hours and hours and hours of time. Now, if my camera was better and I could zoom in on it, you can kind of see where the blends are a little bit bad, not only because it was one of my first pictures I ever colored, but also because I had so much pencil on here when I was trying to blend it out, and because Crayolas are pretty waxy, that they just don't blend as smoothly as some of the other pencils do. But I'm happy with this. I like all the bright colors. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys. Yeah, I'm not opposed to Crayola. I'm not anti-Crayola. So let's just knock that out of the park right now, so we don't have to fight anymore. Okay. Okay. Something else I wanted to go over. I just wanted to show you a few things and kind of talk a little bit, because I haven't talked to you guys in so long, and I'm kind of feeling homesick because I really got into doing these videos, and we have like almost 900 subscribers now, which is like, what? When did that happen? How did we get almost 900 subscribers? So thank you to every single one of you. I'm like so happy that so many people actually tune in, and you guys actually, you know, like care what I have to say. That makes it makes me proud. Makes me happy for you guys. I feel like I'm giving you some information that you can use, and that's making you happy and making you guys better colorists, and you know, just giving you something to, even if I'm just droning on in the background while you're coloring, because you know, I watch YouTube sometimes for that too. I picked up some things at Walmart today, right, when I went and got that 24 pack of Crayolas, because I gave mine to my mom, like I said, so I had to get some more to do this little challenge. But these books are awesome. This is a little travel size coloring book from Creative Expression. These are at Walmart. You'll find them in the magazine rack, where all the little, you know, those little bitty, the word search books are. So you'll find these in the little magazine rack with all the word search books. And these have, I don't know exactly how many pages, but they're all one-sided. And they're little travel size, so you can like stick in your purse and color it while you're at the doctor's office. And it's $5. This little book's $5. I think they come out with one every 2 or 3 months. So, you know, you just pitch it in your bag while you're at the doctor's office. Give you something to do. I think they're cute. I really like them. They're cute coloring. The paper's not awful. It's slick, kind of, almost like some of Joanna Basford's books, and it's thinner, but it's not terrible paper. I'm actually pretty impressed with it. Some of the pictures have quite a bit of black in them. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I know a lot of colors like that. I like the ones that have the thick line work, though, because I think it makes the finished product look kind of like retro and cool. I really like that. Like this one. I think it looks neat when they're finished. Like this one has a lot of black, but that's going to be your background once you get the fish colored in. I like the ones with the flowers and the branches. We'll do a pretty blue background with that one. Yeah, so these are really neat. And like I said, this is $5. This one's volume 7. I have volume 6 too that I picked up. I think I've shown you guys this one before. And I think I may have started to do a couple things in this one. And you see, the designs are all pretty well from issue to issue. They're all pretty well the same. They're all just like different. They've got some like mandalas and some paisleys and some flowers, and yeah, I like them. These make me happy. I take these with me when I travel, or you know, like if I have to take one of my kiddos to the doctor, or if I'm going to hang out with a friend for the night and she's going to go to bed at 8 o'clock and leave me sitting there alone doing nothing. So then I'll color a picture or something. Another one I picked up today, and this one's on the pricier side. This one was also in the magazine section. This is issue number 10 of Zen Art Therapy for Adults, Calm Color Create. This one you can actually subscribe to. You don't have to buy it at Walmart. And as a matter of fact, if you do subscribe to it, you get a discount. As soon as I find the page, oh, there it is. Send me the next year of Calm Color Create for $29.97. So that's half off the cover price, and I paid $10 for this issue because I've never seen it before. So, and it says you can order online at the official website www.redan.com/calm Color Create. If anybody is interested in ordering a subscription to this magazine, once I flip through it a bit with you, it is www.redan.com, REDAN, and then / Calm Color Create. So paper on this one's just a tad bit thicker than the ones I just showed you. And they have all, this one's got some like Day of the Dead images in it, it would appear. Tangles, All Hallows Eve, and mandalas. So I'm assuming that this issue, yes, is a September-October issue, so they're going to have like some skulls and creepy things in this one. And I know that's not everybody's cup of tea. Here's a Halloween picture that's, I mean, just detailed as all get out. They've got the calendar with the 31st, and a jack-o'-lantern, and a ghost, and a skull, and a bat. So that's going to be, if you really wanted to get down and meditate while you colored, this is going to be a good one. Spider, a bird on a branch, just some designs. Looks like a Day of the Dead skull. So looks like maybe a Spanish theme, Mexican theme. I'm sorry. Bird. There's the subscription things again. That's a cute mandala. I like that. And some of it's just so fine detailed, so you probably want to get in there with a gel pen or Crayola pencils because those things stay sharp when you sharpen them, so Crayolas would be great for those little details. This is kind of neat. I'm not a big fan of when the picture goes all the way to the edge of the page, though, because I kind of feel like when I'm coloring, my pencil gets hung up on the edge and like I'm shredding it when I get over there and I'm tearing the paper up. So this isn't my cup of tea, really. Just a design, basic design. Wow, look at the detail on this one. It's like a bat flying under the moon with like some crazy detail. This would be a great one for some sparkle gel pen. Got like a wreath with some pumpkins and looks like squash, maybe some gourds. Bugs. I probably won't color that one. Bugs aren't my favorite thing. Some tangle of flowers, alligator, some fall leaves. That might be fun. And then sometimes they'll give you like a little page to draw on where you just draw your own little cobwebs and you can color, you make your own little spider, whatever. Kind of like they do in, like Herbie Rosan's used to do in his, like when Anamorphia first came out and he had all those pictures in there that you could add more to. I think Joanna Bassford does a little bit too. There's the wolf. I like this picture of the snake and the pretty flowers. What I like about these is that they give you advice, right? So you flip to the center of your book, whichever one you have, whichever of the 6 issues. And you flip to the middle, and this is a history of mandalas. It tells you what they are, where they came from, and gives you some information from like one of the artists that draw these mandalas. And then they are explaining to you how to use gel pens. How to make them pretty with gel pens, how to do patterns and accents with gel pens. I think that's really cool because most of the books you get aren't going to give you a whole lot of advice. I know some artists do, like they'll tell you, you know, how they would color it if it was them and whatnot, but not like this. They also have a Facebook group. If this is something that you guys are into, and I know that some of you guys who watch this channel, I know that you're in some of the other Facebook groups that I belong to and that I participate in, so this might be fun for some of you guys. Facebook, Calm Color Create, and it's color with a U because it's a European thing, so if you want to visit them on their Facebook page, they have contests. So basically you color any page out of one of these books that you like, and you upload it to their site, and if they choose you, then you get your work posted in their issue. So I think that's pretty neat. We have an owl and some skulls. Ooh, that is so neat. Look at the stippling on those roses. That is so cool. That's going to be fun to color. Animal skull. Like a flower mandala. That's pretty neat. It's like feathers. I like that too. Look at the detail on that skull. Look at all those flowers. Wow. Now see, this gives you opportunities because you could use a harder pencil to get in those little teeny tiny fine details, or you could use gel pens, or you could use fine liner pens. Or you can just pretend like some of those details aren't there and go in with a colored pencil and color it like normal. And that's going to be fun too. leaves and acorns. That's almost like a puzzle, trying to figure out what everything is because all of the lines are the same thickness, so there's no indication of what anything is. You just have to figure it out, really. Ooh, look at the lion. Pretty neat. That's a neat mandala also. Oh, that's my favorite so far. I love that. And that's the end. Yeah. So this one you can subscribe to. And that's at the website I gave you. And then I'm sure if you visit their Facebook page at Calm Color Create. Now, make sure you put the U in if you're going to go visit them on Facebook, because that's how they had it on the inside of this book. They had the U in for their Facebook group. So go to their Facebook group and check them out. I'm sure they're probably going to have a link there that's going to tell you how to subscribe to their book if you want it. $30 for 6 coloring books is really not all that bad if you think about it. And so you get one of these every 2 months delivered right in your mail, which is pretty neat. I think I'm going to have to do it because I really like these pictures. There's something else. I'm really enjoying this book. So there's that one. And those are the only 2 that I actually bought today, was this one and that the travel size one. Now, unfortunately, like I said, I haven't had a whole lot of time to color much of anything. I have been so busy. My mom was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and so for her right now, it's comfort measures. So we are all staying so busy. We're helping her do laundry, helping her keep her house clean because, you know, she wants to be home. So we're helping her take care of her dog and, you know, just kind of helping her maintain as much normal life as she possibly can. And it takes up a lot of time, and you know, of course, I don't mind doing it. My mom raised me, so it's only fair that I give her a hand, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But it's taken a lot of my time away, so I haven't had a whole lot of time to really do anything. And so the other day, I got to thinking about coloring and my YouTube channel, and I thought, you know, I am just so stressed out, and I feel like the whole weight of the world is on my shoulders between my kids and my job. I'm a content writer. I run a business, so I'm like between my kids and my job and my mom being sick. And, you know, the constant trips back and forth out of town, I'm just so tired and overwhelmed, and I have no time for myself, and I'm going to lose my mind. So I reached in my drawer, and I picked up Mythomorphia because I have never colored an image in this book. I've had it forever. It's been in my drawer for like 6 months, and I've never even colored in it. So I started coloring, and I colored for 3 hours straight, and I felt better. I felt so much better. And I realized that, you know what, it doesn't matter how busy I get, I have got to find time to get coloring in, because I felt like I could take on the world when I was done. I felt so relaxed. So this is what I'm working on. I'm doing the double page dragon spread. And what I decided to do was to do his face purple, and then the main part of his scaly body here, we're going to do that green. And then he's got like, oops, see my junk on my desk. And then he's got like a like if you look real close, he's got kind of like this thing going all the way around him. It's like a mane almost. So I'm gonna do that in the same purple of his face as his face, just to kind of tie it all in together. And I think this is gonna look really neat. I love his art so much, and I was really happy to start this one. Oh, this reminds me, another tip I wanted to share with you guys today, because I'm all about some tips. If you're like me, I don't know about some of you guys, but when I color, sometimes, especially something like this, it's intricate and 2 pages, and there's times where I'll just get bored with it, and I just don't want to color on it anymore, because I've been doing it for a week, and honestly, I'm sick of looking at this picture, and I want to look at something else. So I will stop coloring on it for a while. And what I do when I do that is I keep a stack of these sticky notes on my desk where I color. And before I stop coloring and put this book away, I'll write down which brand of pencil I was using. Now for this one I was using Raffine. I'll write down the red, the number of the red, the number of the orange, the number of the yellow, the purples that I used, and the greens that I used. So that when I close this up and I come back to it later and I open it back up and I'm like, oh, I want to finish this dragon. But I have, what brand of pencils was I even using? Because I have like 12. So I'm like, I don't even know. What was I doing? Well, I have my little sticky note over here, so now I know exactly what I was doing because it tells me. So I can pick it back up and go back into it. This is going to be awesome. I can't wait to get this one done. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to go back and work on it a little bit more tonight after I'm finished with this video. Guys, that's all I got for you today, really. I do want to take a minute. I got notes. I took notes before I did my video today. I do want to take a minute to talk to you guys about the comment section in YouTube. What I've tried to do here in the last few days is go back in and respond to everybody's comments. And I know that one of the big things, other than the people feeling like I'm knocking Crayolas for no reason, the other big complaint was the intro to the videos. I don't have that issue. When I play the videos on my PC, and what I normally do is I'll play YouTube on my PlayStation 4 on my big screen TV, so I can see all you guys, and I'm subscribed to a lot of you guys who are subscribed to me, so I'll watch you guys like when I'm laying in bed at night trying to wind down and actually pay attention to what you're trying to tell me. And when my videos, because my videos will like play in there too, I don't know why it plays my own videos to me, but it does. It's weird. But when it comes on for me, like the intro is a little bit louder, but it's not like blowing my eardrums out loud. Unless it comes after somebody who speaks really softly, like Johanna Basford, because when Johanna Basford comes on, I have to crank my television volume way up to hear her. And then like if one of my videos comes on, or if another YouTuber comes on, and she's going to murder me for not remembering her name. She's a wonderful, wonderful lady, and she's all about the Amazon hauls too, and she's just so funny. I love watching her. She speaks loudly like I do too, so she's, you know, really, really cautious of her volume. If she comes on after Johanna Basford, it's like, ah! So in order to appease everybody, because I wasn't noticing it, and I thought, you know, well, it's just a couple people having an issue, so I'm not really going to worry about it. Well, it's apparently a bigger issue because people are still commenting on those videos. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any way to go back in now and take the intro out, but I'm not going to use it anymore, guys. Everybody who's subscribed to me and who's watching this video right now, if I blew your eardrums out with that intro, I apologize. Please don't send me the bills for your bell tone because I really can't afford it. But my apologies. I will not be using that intro anymore. As a matter of fact, if any of my YouTuber friends are watching, YouTube is doing away with their YouTube editing software in September, which means all of us who use YouTube Editor for its simplicity and the fact that it's like right there, we're going to have to find something else to use. And I'm terrified because I don't know any other video editing software. So I'm going to ask my over 800, close to 900 subscribers to help me. Let me know in the comments what you guys, if you guys are YouTube, if you guys do your own YouTube videos, what software would you recommend that's either free or really inexpensive, that I can try, and I don't even necessarily want to do an intro. I would be happy with like a photo and some text or something over it that says Simple Art for Adults and welcome everybody. That's really all I need, just so people, when it comes on, they know what they're watching and they don't have to guess. This video, no intro. I'm not putting an intro on this video. I'm not gonna sacrifice anybody else's eardrums. Once again, I apologize. So please leave me a comment if you have any recommendations for video editing software, so that I can do something and make the videos a little bit more professional than they are. Something else I want to address, you know, even with 900 subscribers, I'm still a small-time YouTuber. I don't mind if there's something that you want me to review, like if you have a specific brand of pencil, or if there's a specific coloring book or something like that, feel free to let me know that. That's wonderful. I will do my best to get it. I scour Amazon all the time looking for good deals and sales on things. So if what I'll do is I'll keep a list of everything you guys want me to review. If I stumble upon it on Amazon for a really good price, I'll grab it. And then I'll do a video on it, and we'll see how that goes. And I can't promise it'll be like next week or anything, of course, but I'll see what I can do. For the artists who are watching, for the artists who make coloring books and coloring pages and whatnot, if you have a product that you want me to review, and you want to send it to me to review on my channel, that's going to take priority over things that I go on Amazon and buy. However, I can't promise you that I'm going to have time to review everybody's stuff. So I'll do those on a first-come, first-served basis, depending on how many artists actually contact me, because so far I've only had 2 who've actually contacted me and offered to send me a book for me to review and do a video on. And I am going to tell people that when an artist sends me a book to review that I don't pay for, I'm going to let you guys know that straight up, that, hey, look, this book was given to me for free in exchange for an honest review, and you will always get an honest review. I'm never going to tell you something is the bee's knees if it's terrible just because I got it for free, because that's not fair, and I would not do that to you. So artists, if you have something you want me to review, please send me an email. And my email address, and I'll stick it in the description below, is simpleart4adults@gmail.com. So shoot me an email and I will get back to you and we will see what we can work out. As of right now, like I said, I've only got 2, so it shouldn't be an issue. Last but not least, check us out on Facebook, Simple Art for Adults. It's not a very big group yet. We haven't really taken off on Facebook. Mostly I just post there to remind people that there's a new video coming, or to ask you guys questions about what do you want to see in upcoming videos, or sometimes I'll post what I'm working on and ask for advice. So, be sure to go join that. And if you haven't subscribed to me already, please do so. But if you go back and watch any of my older videos before this one, turn the volume down at the start so that the intro doesn't blow your eardrums out. We'll keep growing, and the more that the channel grows, the more I'm going to have access to more stuff to show you, and the more I'm going to be able to do more tutorials and show you how to use stuff that I'm going to have to learn how to use too. So maybe we'll just learn how to use it together, because that's always fun. That's all I got for you today, guys. Thank you so very much for tuning in to Simple Art for Adults. Once again, my apologies that it's taken me so long to get you some new content. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be talking to you guys, and I'm really excited to see all of the comments after this video. Have a good night.